Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Arundel Community College. We're here at the AAYFA Championship Day, the 85-pound championship. The defending county champions, GORC Wildcats, taking on the Millersville Wolverines. And the Wolverines will start off with the ball. Kicking off for the Wildcats, J.J. Matthews. The Wildcats in the dark green uniforms with the white numbers and golden pants. There's going to be an onside kick to start off the game, and it's going to roll out of bounds, or would it be saved in bounds? And end up being Wildcat ball. Davon Walters. How about that? The defending county champion Wildcats in 2004 were 11-0 and lights out on defense, outscoring opponents, and of course offensively as well, outscoring opponents 393 to nothing. The defending PAL in the semifinals. First and 10, handoff left side, turning down the corner to the 40 to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Here's number 31, Dylan Teague. This is a team in the Wildcats in the 2004 campaign, racked up 3,500 yards rushing. And there's Wallace right up the middle, breaking tackles down to the 25-yard line, and that's why. Devon Waters, wearing number 48, is over 1,100 yards rushing and 22 touchdowns. Just underway, first quarter, 9 minutes left. Clock is running. As we give on a inside reverse looking, turn the corner down the sideline to the 17-yard line. Number 33, Miles Edmonds. A team that averages 6 yards a carry and well over that right now to start the first quarter. Waters going over to the right side. Plenty of room. Turns the corner, slips down right about the 16-yard line. There's Aaron Terry there just for the insurance. A second down and 8 now. Ball is sitting right outside the 15-yard line. Wildcats moving from right to left in front of us. A little bit of movement. Waters turns the corner to the 10, down to the 5, breaks the tackle to the 1. Does he tackle him? Does he go in? No, right at the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Wildcats. Looked like it was about to fall into the end zone, right about the 2-yard line now, where the ball's marked. Quarterback Zach Taylor gives, going off of left tackle and just short of the end zone, maybe a yard on the play, is number 31, Dylan Teague. Waters trying to sneak over, flag goes down. As it looked like one of the interior linemen for the Wildcats moved before the snap. There was a legal shift there, so actually it would be, look at the call that was going to go against the Wolverines there, and that's going to be a second and goal, ball right inside the 2-yard line. Taylor sets up over center, 2 tight ends. This time he sneaks over again, same play, and he's going to get stood up and dropped, maybe for a loss. Going to bring up 3rd and goal. .6:42 left to go in the first. 0-0 our score, and now going off of left tackle in for the touchdown, number 31, Dylan Teague. 6:33 left to go in the first. And now with the extra point attempt, once again with 6:33 left to go. Teague goes over from 2 yards out. And has a give going up the middle, and it's going to get stopped short. The extra point attempt fails. 6-0 our score, 6:33 left in this 85-pound championship. Once again, as we mentioned for the GORC Wildcats, of course, the players to watch here, Devon Walters, wearing number 48, over 11 yards rushing. Miles Evans, who touched the ball twice on that last series, over 800 yards rushing and 12 TDs. Evans Jones, who got the give on the failed extra point attempt, averages almost 6 yards a carry. And now the Wolverines, as they get ready to receive the kick here with 6:33 left to go in the first, maybe inch up a little bit closer to the kicker here, as a little bit of trickery started this game, and on an onside kick, the Wildcats recovered and took it straight down for the score. Again, another onside kick. This time it's going to be fielded and dropped, and then finally fielded by Alex Berger. In good field position for the Wolverines. The ball went up the knee of one of the Wolverine players and then skirted up right to the 45-yard line. Well, the Wildcats, and so now the Wolverines take over 1st and 10. And a whistle blow, timeout called, and timeout is going to be called by the Wolverines. A little bit of confusion offensively. Well, the Wolverines went 10-2 on the year in the playoffs. Round 1 versus 7, they won 21-6, and then over 13-6. Their running back Aaron Terry averages 8.2 yards per carry. Devin Salisbury 9.9 yards per carry as well. .5:59 left to go. 6-0 our score. The Wildcats lead. Kyle Lavere over center. Design run, cups it under, breaks a tackle. 2nd and a 3rd, gets a couple of yards, maybe a 3rd before he gets swarmed under by the Wildcat defense. Couple of yards, down to about the 42-yard line of the Wildcats. Oliveira gets the play in from offensive coordinator Tyler Brown, and now comes up over center. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball sits right about the 44-yard line. Double wing O now for the Wolverines, and Oliveira cups it under and run up on his feet. Gets about another 4, maybe 5 yards to bring up 3rd down. And about a long 3, make it 4 at the 38-yard line, depending on the spot. Four minutes, 53 seconds left. And the play comes in from the sideline. Revere comes up over center. Again, double wing, single back in the backfield. On the reverse, looking to turn the corner. Is turning the corner. Gets close to a first down for the Wolverines, but driven back. That's number 7, Devin Salisbury. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 4th down at about, maybe make that about 9 inches there. It's Salisbury got about 4 extra yards on the play. Revere over center. And going into short motion. Revere turns the corner enough for the first down and more, down to the 30-yard line, down the sidelines, knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Drive stays alive for the Wolverines. Well, the Wolverines right now giving the Wildcats a taste of their own medicine on their opening drive. Keeping it alive mostly on the legs of their quarterback, Kyle Levy. On the next play, there was a fumble, turnover, Wildcats. And on the fumble, the Wildcats take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Quick lap over the ball, 2:30 left to go in the first. Taylor over center, gives to Waters, big hole. Goes forward about maybe 6 yards down to the 36-yard line. And check that, they put the spot of the ball to 31. He's going to make a 2nd down and a long 3. Let me go ahead and make that 4 with 2:04 left. And again, this time Teague goes over to the outside. Ball down on the ground. There's going to be a scramble for it. Looks like the Wolverines have recovered. Yes, they have. So with 1:56 left to go, the teams trade turnovers. Sean. 1:54 left, and now the Wolverines take it over. Rear over center, gives up the middle, going forward maybe a couple yards. Number 34, Evan Connor. Olivier over center again, 2nd down and 8. Quick snap, and on the inside reverse, down goes number 2, Aaron Terry. Well, it was number 82, Nate Schilling, coming up from his defensive tackle position. Now all of a sudden it's a 3rd and 14. And the ball back at the 44-yard line. Here again now, design run, racked up behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of 1. And Schilling in on the tackle again with a little bit of help from Evan Jones. That ought to do it for the first quarter of play, as there's 4 seconds left. Teams are not over the ball. They're going to let time expire. 6-0 is our score here in this 85-pound championship. With the defending county champions, GORC Wildcats leading on a 2-yard plunge by Dylan Teague. Wildcats under head coach Cliff Luber in his 4th season. Again, as you've already seen, this defense has not been scored on throughout the entire season. They're outscoring opponents 393-0. With a 38-game winning streak over the last 3 seasons. Second quarter of play will start with the Wolverines going from right to left in front of us. And have been able to move the ball with their quarterback. Revere, ball near side hash mark. Back to pass here. Throws deep, has a man there. He's going to be picked off. Waters with the interception at the 37-yard line. Revere did have Aaron Terry open, but didn't have enough on the ball, and Waters was there. Second turnover of the game for the Wolverines. And a 9:40 left to go in the half. Whistles blow, flags go down before the snap. The false start called against the Wildcats. That's going to bring up a 1st and 15. Taylor over center. Gives the Waters, breaks the tackle. Cuts back against Gray, still up on his feet. Flag goes down. He's going to reverse his field. He's wide open, but there's a little bit of larger there in the middle of the field. Down to the 50, to the 45, to the 44-yard line. But there's a flag down at the 32. And it's going to go against the Wildcats. And, of course, as these kids will learn as they go along in their football careers, those kind of penalties are drive killers. There's going to be a legal block in the back called, and that's going to make it a 1st down and about 26. But of course, this Wildcat team has already shown they can eat up a whole lot of real estate quickly. As a reverse, coming the other way now is Teague. Still up on his feet. Down to the 30-yard line. Makes a tackle to the 40. Down he goes. He trips up at the 50-yard line. He gets caught up by Terry. And he brings him down. That's almost 25 yards on the carry and a 1st down in Wolverine territory. Make sure we give credit where credit is due. That was Miles Evans on the carry for 26 yards. And now Taylor over center. Again, turn it to the outside. That's number 28, J.J. Matthews, still up on his feet. Down to the 40. One guy to beat, and finally down at the 30-yard line. Eight minutes left to go in a half. 6-0 our score. Wildcats lead. And again, here's Waters looking for room on the outside. A lot of real estate to the 25, to the 20. Gets wrapped up and dropped. No, still up on his feet. He's able to spin out of a tackle, and then it took 4 of the Wolverines to bring him down. Taylor over center, and as he gives to Edmonds, flags go down, and it's going to be a call against the Wolverines. So they may have an illegal participation. There's a Wolverine player across the field there is being tended to by one of the Millersville coaches. It's like Evan Connor. Looks like the kid's going to be okay. Certainly have seen our fair share of injuries here, and I think that's enough. Well, the Wildcats threatening to score again. Ball's at the 8-yard line. As a give, looking to go off of right tackle and almost losing a handle on the ball was number 28, J.J. Matthews, able to gather it under, but he gets tackled for a loss. Leonard Stanley making the tackle. Taylor over center. Gives to Waters. Looks for room on the outside. Down to the 5. Lunges forward. Down to the 1-yard line. And a timeout call for the measurement here is it could end up being 1st and goal. Is on the spot, looks good. 1st and goal, Wildcats. .6:01 left to go in a half. Once again, 6-0 our score, and they have movement on the line here on the. Looks like the left tackle for the Wildcats moved even before Zach Taylor got up over the ball. So that's going to drive him back still in. He's going to make it now 1st and goal, ball at the 6-yard line. Taylor over center. Give going to the outside, Waters. Lots of room. He'll walk in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Waters, 22nd, 22 TDs on the year. It makes the score 12-0. And on the extra point attempt, again, it's no good. So 12-0's our score. 5:35 left to go in the first half, that is. This is the Arundel Youth Football Association 85-pound championship. The GORC Wildcats lead the Millersville Wolverines 12-0. We've had, this will be the third kickoff of the game here. We had 2 onside kicks. Kane Pugh lines it up. And again, another onside kick. Rolls forward and rolls between the legs of a player, but it's going to be down by Devin Salisbury at the 42-yard line. And that's where the Wolverines will take over. It appears as though here early on that the ball was a little slick here as we've had a little rain here on the field, but those like things have dried up a bit, and these teams are doing a little bit better job of holding on to the football. Ray over center. Gives to Terry. Looks for room on the outside. Gets wrapped up. Drop. Maybe a gain of 1. And again, Nate Chillingham on the tackle. So it brings up a 2nd down and 8. Ball sits just outside the 45-yard line. The Maryland center. Gibbs looking to turn the corner here. Still up on his feet. Turns to the middle and gets hitting hard. A drop. Ball falls to the ground, but that's going to be after the play. Number 7, Devin Salisbury. Looks like he has enough for the first down. Down about the 47-yard line. And there's a player down for the Wolverines. This might be the quarterback, Rivera, down. And be intended to by the coaches. And, of course, you never really want to see that at any level of football. And one of the things these youngsters got to get used to as they move along in their careers, obviously this is the highest level that they've hit thus far, is how to deal with these injuries, whether they're depending on the severity here. This has yet to be determined. Sounds like the player's going to be able to get under his own power. That's Calvin Green, who's able to run off the field. And so it ended up being a good play for the Wolverines. 1st and 10. Ball to 47-yard line of the Wildcats. Revere, looks like we're going to have encroachment or in the interior of the line. He'll go against the Wildcats. Yep, offside's called against the Wildcats. That'll make it 1st and 5. Yep, nope, that's going to be a fake, and Lavier up on his feet, turns the corner, gets enough of the first down to the 30. .321 left to go in the half. This is Blow. We have a timeout called for the Wildcats. They decide what they're going to do defensively, and this turned out to be a pretty good drive for the Wolverines. Wolverine head coach Raymond Connor is in his 2nd season. And thus far, as you see in many youth football organizations, this double wing offense, actually the Wolverines are showing a good ability to move the ball. It's really been the big playability of the GORC Wildcats that's the difference in the game. 12-0, that's score, 3:16 left. Number 8 gives to Terry, balls on the ground, looks like he's able to fall on it. Right back in the line of scrimmage. This game lost about a half yard on the play, so 2nd down, long 10. Revere gives it Terry. Big hole. Bangs forward, gets about 6 yards. Clock is now running, just under 2 minutes left. Revere, Terry. Turns the corner, lunges forward, it's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets maybe 2 yards on the play. And about 3 yards. Now we have another player down for, this time a Wildcat player down. They're looking at the left leg of the injured player. And again, another player, that's Dylan Russell, who's going to actually get back in the game. They heal quickly. There's a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Revere comes up over center. Design run gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Going to be a loss of about 3, maybe 4 yards, and the Wolverines will give the ball up on downs. There's a little extracurricular activity going on. And Rivera is walking away from the referee here, and he doesn't look like he's very happy with the play. So the Wildcats take over, leading 12-0 in this 85-pound championship. Yeah, looking to go on the outside is Waters. Gets a block. Cuts back. Still up on his feet. Takes on the tackler, up with a first down, 13 yards, down to the 45-yard line. And a timeout called by the Wildcats with just a little bit over 50 seconds left. And for those of you seeing youth football for the first time here, you can see where these players pick these skills up. Waters doing a good job of using that block, and of course others as well. Cut back and got 13 yards on a run and a first down. Wildcats over the ball, just a little bit over 50 seconds left. Three backs in the backfield with Taylor. He goes to the outside to Edmonds. Looks to turn the corner, does turn the corner. Gets 6, 7 yards before he's down. Maybe I'll make that more like 8 yards. 39 seconds left. Murphy with the tackle. We got another timeout on the field with 37 seconds left in the half. The ball's on the far side hash mark. Three backs in the backfield for Taylor over center. And the give goes to Waters. Breaks a tackle. Down the sideline he goes. He gets wrapped up and dropped at the 29-yard line. Whistles blow as Edmonds gets the handoff. And again, looks like this may go against the Wildcats here with 23 seconds left. Yep, procedure to call. And again, we got a timeout called this time for Millersville. Millersville came into this game at 10-2 after going 0-9 last season. looking to find an answer right now for the attacking running game of the Wildcats. Taylor over center. Fakes dive. Back to pass. Throws. Has a man there. Off the fingertips. Daniel Jones. Taylor did a good job on the play action, and well, that happens at all levels. So second down, 15. There's Waters. Gives a stiff arm, but gets wrapped up. Maybe a gain of 1. With 9 seconds left, that should do it for the half. Wildcats trying to get up over the ball. Down to 3 seconds. 2. And they'll let time expire in the first half. It has been all GORC Wildcats here with, as we go to the half, 12-0 is our score in this 85-pound championship game. You're watching the Arundel Youth Football Association Championships.
What sports are offered? Who are the department employees, and who supervises the sports?
Well, the county offers a wide variety of sports based on the season. There are 3 sports supervisors in the county. Myself, Ron Mox, and Georgette Chaloup handle the youth sports, and John Spinnenweber and Jeff Porter do the adult sports. In the fall, we offer football, soccer, and field hockey. In the wintertime, we offer basketball and wrestling. In the spring, we offer lacrosse, baseball, and softball. And in the summertime, we offer, again, field hockey for the high school players, basketball for the high school players, and tennis lessons.
How would a parent register their child?
Well, you don't register with the county when you're signing your children up to play sports. You register them with your local youth community sports organization. Some examples of them throughout the county are the Edgewater Athletic Club, the Gamble's Odenton Rec Council, the Linthicum-Ferndale Youth Athletic Association, Greater Glen Burnie Junior Sports League. They have a wide variety of names, but all of them do hold registration for the children. You register your son or daughter with that organization, then they in turn enter teams into the county leagues.
How do you find out about these community programs?
The easiest way to find out about any of them is in your local newspapers. Just about every organization will advertise the programs, when they're holding the registration for those programs. You can also go onto our department's website for a resource link, which Franklin Chaney will talk about a little bit later.
When should they register?
Definitely don't wait until the sports season begins. If you wait until opening day of Oriole baseball in April, you're going to be way too late to sign up for your local community sports league. For instance, in baseball, they're going to be registering in January and February, so that's when you should be looking in your local newspapers for the registration times and locations. I'd also like to wish good luck to all the participants in today's football championship games. They've had a fine season this year, and I know that we'll see good sportsmanship out on the field all day long. Thank you.
Why do you think it's important for kids to participate in youth sports?
Sports prepare children in many ways for life's lessons. Not only does it keep someone healthy and physically fit, but there's a lot more lessons to be learned by participating in athletics. At one point in time when Napoleon was apparently going to be conquering the world and no one thought they could stop him, he met Lord Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo. Apparently, Wellington said the Battle of Waterloo was one of the fields of Eton. What he meant by that, I think, was that the British hierarchy went to a private school called Eton, and they had to play rugby, they had to play soccer, they had to participate in athletics. They learned a respect for one another. They learned a respect for discipline. They learned a respect for their opponents. They learned to work as a team. They learned to follow a leader. And when necessary, they learned to do something on their own. And that translates into life. It happened at the Battle of Waterloo. It's going to happen as these children go through high school, as they go to college, as they become parents. And what I'm talking about in life, let's talk about football, for example. Football is a sport not about not getting knocked down, it's about getting up after you've been knocked down. Because in life at some point you will get knocked down. It may be business, it may be a marriage, it may be a girlfriend that didn't go to the prom, and you got to stand back up and get back in the game, and that's what these kids learn.
Do you think competition is good for young athletes?
As long as it's kept in perspective. Unfortunately, we've had situations over the years where too much emphasis has been put on winning. What's important is participation. We like to say that the county programs, the SPF, Sun Protection Factor, everyone's familiar with that. We like to say our programs are SPF 100 plus, sportsmanship, participation, and fun. If the child's not having fun, forget it. Get them out of it. But one of the reasons they may not be having fun are the pressures that parents put on the kids, or maybe a coach. If that happens, we'd like to know about it. Participation, we have mandatory minimum participation in every sport. In football, it starts off even at, I believe it's a 65-pound league, like 7 years old or 6 years old. They have to play a minimum of half the game, no exceptions. As they progress, things become a little more competitive, but at the 75-pound, they have to play a minimum of a quarter of a game.
Is there a certain philosophy that Anne Arundel County Recreation Parks has about youth sports?
Yeah, the philosophy is, I think what I've just mentioned, participation and having fun. If I could boil it down, they would be the two. And out of that comes sportsmanship, and I believe in the long run that makes for better citizenship. I would hope that the young kids today who are probably like me, if infatuated with television, would spend a little more time watching programs like the one you're going to see with the playoffs and recreation league rather than professional sports. They watch good college sports. And while the emphasis certainly is to score and win, you'll always see a high degree of participation. And you know what I like? When somebody gets knocked down, a teammate runs over and gives them a hand and pulls them up. I had something happen with the Panthers, by the way. I have occasion to go around to the county with a lot of homecoming days in football. And I went over to the Panthers year before last. And Panthers, by the way, are up in the northern part of the county for those that may not know. And it was a 65-pound opening day against Maryland City. And they were at the Panthers field, and they had cheerleaders, and they had a sign, the paper that burst through. It's opening season. They come running through. They gathered around, made a lot of noise, and then they were supposed to go out and line up on the field so the officials could inspect their equipment, make sure everybody had a mouthpiece, make sure they had their regular shoes on. And I saw one kid who stayed on the sideline. He was crying. And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I'm really nervous." 65 pounds, he was nervous. I said, "Man, I don't blame you. Everybody's nervous, but I'll tell you what, the minute somebody hits you or you hit somebody the first time, you're going to forget it." Well, with reluctance, he went out of line. Some of his teammates, a little embarrassed, kind of looking at him and then looked straight ahead. I mean, these kids are 6 and 7 years old. Watched him on the kickoff, really wasn't involved in too much of anything. A couple plays low, he was on the ground, got up, he ended up finishing the game. That, to me, is a brave individual. I give that kid all the credit in the world. And he's going to succeed in life because he overcame the fear that he had. He got in, and maybe he was there because his father made him do it. I don't know. But I know he did it, and I know today he feels better because he did it.
All right, as rec administrator, what do you oversee here at the Anne Arundel County Parks?
A lot of people don't know at Recreation Parks we do a variety of programs. As the rec administrator for the department, we run over 30 child care centers before and after school at 30 elementary schools and a couple middle schools in the county. We run area programs at schools right after school throughout the county, gymnastics, aerobics, ballet, all those type of programs. We have 2 rec centers, the North County Rec Center and the South County Rec Center. We also run adult sports leagues. We have 3 major adult sports complexes, Joe Cannon Baseball Stadium, the Bachman Sports Complex, which has 6 softball fields, a multi-purpose field, and a very nice baseball field, and we have Randazzo Softball Park. That softball park has 3 fields. And additionally, also, we have the Arundel Olympic Swim Center, which is in Annapolis, and that has a very nice Olympic-sized swim center that's open, over 100 hours a week. So a lot of people don't realize we do sports leagues and sports programs, but there's a lot of other activities that we do at the department as well.
For those people that don't realize that, where do they go to find out information about those activities?
Yes, thank you very much for asking. We have a very good website. It's, I guess I'm going to have to move. It's www.aacounty.org/recordparks. You can go on that website and you can see all our type of activities. You can download our program guide, and you can sign up. We can register for many of our programs online, and it's a very customer-friendly service. For the teams that are playing today, good luck. Remember, sportsmanship comes first, but we hope you enjoyed the game and enjoyed the activity and the service that we all provided.
Well, it got started back in 1968. A bunch of guys come together to try to teach football through the fellowship of the county, to bring people together.
Now, how many organizations are involved in?
Right now we're running 22 different organizations. We have 170 football teams.
Now, does each organization have a say on the rules and the procedures for the Youth Football Association?
Yes, we have an executive committee, which I'm the president of. We have a vice president and 7 commissioners. Then we have each commissioner represents their organization, and in the spring we vote on anything like new amendments coming in, and everybody has a say in the vote.
Now, if somebody wanted to get involved in the Youth Football Association, how would they get involved?
I would suggest they call County Parks and Recs and find out what organization they live in and call the commissioner. Everybody's got their numbers and everything.
Now, the years you've been involved with youth football, have you seen the level of play over the last few years rise since you first got involved?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the kids are a lot better, a lot faster. Weights seem to always change around. Everybody's not satisfied with the weights, but we're pretty right on line with the doctors and everything, what the weight should be. We changed 3 years ago. We went from weighing the child every game to now we do the index card, and we only do that once a year in the weigh-ins.
Anything you want to wish the people or the teams?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to tell everybody good luck come Saturday. We're having the championship games at the college, Anne Arundel Community College. Start at 9 o'clock, and we'll probably be done about 10 o'clock at night. Good food. Come on out. It's a free invite. You don't have to pay. Enjoy yourselves and watch the real kids play.
There's a flag down on the play on the second down. It's like it's going to be holding the call, and so it's going to be second down and 8. The ball right at the 42-yard line. There's a give going again off of a left tackle. Looks like that once again is Evan Jones. And we got a little bit of rain falling here in the second half. Again, with 3 turnovers in the first half here, that can make things interesting. As again, Waters had a great first half, picking up where he left off. One guy to beat and down at the 31-yard line. Waters with one of the Wildcat 2 touchdowns. Waters, one of those guys that just simply has that look of a big-time running back. And he's certainly a big-time running back here for the Wildcats. Again, off and going straight up the middle, still up on his feet, taking people forward, close to a first down, is Evan Jones. And again, we have a player down on the field. that's Aaron Terry again. And looking at the right leg of Terry. So we're going to get back to action here in just a moment. Actually, that's Casey Murphy going off the field gingerly. So I'll bring a second down and 1. Ball's at the 22-yard line. Again, just banging for it, getting enough of the first down and more. There's number 3, Evan Jones. There's Waters again. This time they get wrapped up and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made on the play by Alex Berger. Taylor goes to the outside. Miles Edmonds still up on his feet. And down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be holding a call against the Wildcats. 6:54 left to go in the first. I make that a third. 12-0 is our score. That brings up a second down and 20. First down markers back at the 5-yard line. Taylor over center. Crowd making noise. There's Waters. One guy to beat. Gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Terry with the tackle. Going to bring up a third down and 18 now. We got third down and 22. As we get going to the outside, that's Kai Adalci. He gets wrapped up again. It's going to be another loss of about 2 yards. Bring up fourth down and a whole bunch. And a 5:32 left now. Fourth down. Now it's Miles Edmonds taking the snap. And Edmonds to run. Looks, return the corner, gets wrapped up and dropped. Again, Berger with the tackle. So that turned out to be a good opening series defensively for the Wolverines. 4:52 left now. Clock running, and the Wolverines now. How important is that opening drive of the second half? No matter what level of ball you're at. Revere over center. Pitch to Terry, and he gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. You can see why this team has not been scored on in the 2004 campaign. We were talking about this at the half. Those coaches have done a great job of teaching the fundamentals to these youngsters, and they're certainly using it out there, not to mention the fundamentals of hitting. There's Terry again. No, check that. Coming in, turning in the corner, getting hit hard and dropped. About their gain of about 7. Salisbury. That's going to make up a 3rd down and 6 now. 3:20 left to go in the 3rd. Olivier over center. Gives again to Salisbury. Drops the ball down on the ground. There'll be a scramble for it. And the Wildcats recover. Just when it looked like the Wolverines going to put together a drive here and maybe even take it down the field, and turnover, along with some untimely penalties. Killed the drive here, and this is a team that can move the ball up and down the field at the 32-yard line of the Wolverines. There's Taylor banging off of left tackle. And number 33, Miles Edmonds. Here's Taylor again over center now. 2nd down and 7. Flags go down. And there's got to be a false start called against the Wildcats. Taylor gives to Teague, and he gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, was able to go forward maybe by a yard or two, just outside the 30-yard line. .130 left to go in the 3rd. Important 3rd down here. 3rd down and 9 with the ball to 32. As they give the Waters a lot of room. One guy to beat. Flag goes down as Water gives a stiff arm. And that's usually in the area of a holding penalty. Yep, holding's going to be the call. And that's going to go against the Wildcats. And they're steadily killing their drives here. Now all of a sudden it's a 3rd down and 20. They give. Behind the line of scrimmage, drop is going to be number 33, Miles Edmonds. Down to 47 seconds left in the 3rd. 4th down and 18. Ball down on the ground. Wildcats will give up the ball on downs. Well, certainly plenty of time left to go in this one here, but the Wolverines will have to put together and sustain a drive. As the Bear comes up over center, 14 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Barking out signals to his running backs. It's going to be a designed run. LeVere looks, turns the corner, still up on his feet, bangs out forward. 3 seconds left, goes down the sideline, cuts back, has a whole lot of green in front of him now. To the 35. 25, cuts back and down he goes at the 17-yard line. Well, of course, the big play won't hurt either. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. We go to the 4th. 12-0 remains the score here in this 85-pound championship in the Anne Arundel Youth Football Association. Nate Lewis, Ryan Bowden with you. Ryan will be downstairs talking to some of the principals after this game. Looks like there's another player down out there. One of the Wildcat players being tended to by the trainers. He's got a couple players down. They're both able to get up under their own power. That's Dylan Russell and Evan Jones. Russell will walk off slowly. Russell will get his helmet off here as we start the 4th quarter. Now with the ball at the 18-yard line, this is a team in the GORC Wildcats who have not been scored on all season. Reverse. There's Salisbury, gets maybe 2 yards. A little inside reverse, the trickery got him they'll give him 3 yards on the play. Now check that 2 yards. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8. They with the ball right outside the 15-yard line. And now, once again, the rain is falling. Javier comes up over center. Pitch goes outside. There's Terry with a hole. Plugged up quickly. Adam O'Brien making the tackle. Now it's going to make an important 3rd down with 9:06 left to go in regulation. So the player's being talked to by the referee right now, and it looks like the Wolverines will call a timeout. And it may be due to an equipment problem as Aaron Terry is going off the field there. Well, the Wolverines certainly had a hard time scoring in the first half, and of course into the third quarter as well. And again, as we mentioned, they had the ability to move the ball. You saw a 34, 38-yard run by the quarterback for the Wolverines, LeVere. And that's what got him in the scoring position right now, but another important third down as we get ready to get back to action here with 8:37 left to go in the third, right at the fourth. So LeVere over center. Terry, short motion, goes over the top. Pitch to Terry. Cuts back. And it's going to be dropped. Fourth down. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be a fourth down, and depending on the spot, it's like a long 3. Ball's down the 11-yard line. Well, the wind has picked up a bit. The rain is falling lightly. Again, as this quarter goes along and as this weather keeps up, it's going to make things interesting. As LeVere looks to go to the outside. Turns the corner, gets enough of the first down. Still up on his feet. Down to the 7-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Millersville. No, check, that's going to be a turnover, and it looks like a fumble at the end of the play, and the Wildcats have recovered again. And a player down also for Millersville. And certainly not for a lack of opportunities as they look like they were driving the ball. And quarterback Kyle LeVere had a whole lot of room there. Had a 7-yard run. Would have been enough for the first and goal, but he's also down on the play. And right now, up to the defense again to try to get the ball back. 7 minutes, 35 seconds left here in this 85-pound championship. There's a give going up the middle, getting about 3, maybe 4 yards. Here's Evan Jones. Substitutions coming in, and no flag is down as the player running off the field of that play. Bowden runs again, and it looks like he may have got enough for the first down depending on the spot. And to give right at the snap is going to be a flag down, 6:22. Big third down and 6. And it's got to be stopped. Bust Citrone was the ball carrier, and got no yards on the play. It's got to be a 4th down now and 6. And the Wildcats really can't afford to turn the ball over here, even giving it up on downs. So it's 4th down and 6. Taylor over center. Him going up the middle and getting hit hard and drop is Waters. It's going to be short of the 1st down. And another opportunity with 5:20 left to go in regulation for the Wolverines. There it is with 5:08 left, clock running. LeVere over center. And the flag goes down as LeVere looks, turns the corner, tries to go to the outside, gets hit hard and dropped after gain of 2, but there's a flag down. And there'll be an illegal shift called against the Wolverines. Can't afford to go backwards right now. They need to get that ball in the end zone to the Wolverines. And here come the Wolverines. 1st down and 15 now. And to give, Terry has room, looks to turn the corner, gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. This is one tough defense. And Millersville, no matter where they've had the ball, has thus far been able to do absolutely nothing. That was Evan Jones on the tackle. LeVere over center again, single back in the backfield. And to give, looking going to the outside, Salisbury. Got a whole bunch of green to beat, and he's not going to get anywhere really. Maybe a loss of about a half yard. And again, great play for the linebackers. J.J. Matthews back there, along with Miles Edmonds. 3:30 left to go in the game. LeVere, drop back, looks, throws far side, has a man there. Off the fingertips of Salisbury. Great effort by Salisbury, but he couldn't reel it in. Now 3 minutes left. LeVere pitch. Goes to the outside. There's Terry. Turn the corner, down to the 10, cuts back, and right into the hands of the defense. Right maybe the 8-yard line. And giving the ball up on downs on the Wolverines. And so with 2:49 left. And so it looks like the Wildcats are going to be your 85-pound champion. And a run looking to go on the outside, breaking tackles. There's number 28, J.J. Matthews, down at the 25-yard line. Matthews doing a good job of spinning out of the tackles and keeping his feet. Well, you can see why this team went undefeated throughout the course of the year. Certainly fundamentally, they're really sound. I mean, just from every single position. You see it more so from the skill position. There's Zach Taylor. Give going up the middle, going to the outside is Saeed Mahidi. He gets about 8 yards on the play, 1:59 left. And the Wildcat fans right now cheering three-peat as three-time Anne Arundel champion. There's a little trickery. Waters outside, bounces inside, kicks on a tackler, still up on his feet, down at a 42-yard line. And if you're looking for a player of the game, well, certainly a great team effort here, but Devon Waters, I mean, needless to say that you may be looking at a future star of football at many levels here in Mr. Waters. 1:05 left. Give on the reverse. Slipping down as he had a whole lot of green in front of him with number 33, Miles Edmonds. .38 seconds left. Fans and this team will start celebrating. Now 26 seconds left. Maybe another play or two here. Zach Taylor will kneel down. And a whistle to blow. The Wolverines will call a timeout with just under 8 seconds left. And I'm sure the coaches, and particularly Raymond Connor, wants them to play every single second of the game as if the score was 0-0. And so Taylor will kneel down again, and that'll do it. And your 2004 85-pound champions are the GORC Wildcats. And another shutout. 12-0 to score here. In just a moment, we'll go downstairs with Ryan Bowden as he'll be talking with one of the principals here in this win, and the players in the middle of the field celebrating. I think many of us who have played this game can remember moments like this. Depending on what end of the score you happen to be on, but certainly a magical moment for those young men down there. Dylan Teague and Navone Waters, number 31, number 48, respectively, with touchdowns in this game, and that's the difference. And certainly one of the stingiest defenses that you will see at any level. And of course, the players on both teams giving the customary handshake and learning probably the most important lesson in games like this, of course, is the sportsmanship aspect. And as the players come across the field here, let's go across the field now to Ryan Bowden.
To go through the season unscored on is just, it's a great feeling for these guys, how hard they worked.
What was the feeling like when they were down towards the end zone? Did you think they would score? Did you know your defense was going to step up?
I had a lot of confidence in our defense. I thought that they would shut them down. And, you know, we got a break there with a fumble.
Oh man, that's pretty much it. Congratulations, coach. And,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan. And once again, 12-0 our score. Your 85-pound champions are the GORC Wildcats. And that'll do it for us here in this game here from Arundel Community College. More coming up. 12-0 once again is our score. The GORC Wildcats over the Millersville Wolverines. This is the Anne Arundel Youth Football Association Championship.